11 Most Fascinating Burial Sites. But first, thanks to Durko for being subscribed to our channel and watching our videos. Sorry we couldn't get back to you sooner, and we do check sometimes before featuring you to make sure you're actually subscribed. Hopefully this video doesn't spook you out too much. Number 11. British Royal Burial Ground. This cemetery, located on the Frogmore Estate in Windsor, England, is home to mostly members of the Royal British family. The vast estate, located just west of London, comprises of 33 acres of private gardens, as well as royal mausoleums. Within the royal mausoleums lies Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. The mausoleum takes somewhat of a Greek and Roman influence, and the artwork inside was inspired by a famous Renaissance painter named Raphael. The burial grounds holds a long list of former royalties of England, including dukes, princesses, duchesses, and princes. Number 10. Old Jewish Cemetery. One of the most fascinating and historical Jewish cemeteries is located in Prague in the Czech Republic. It serves as a historical monument, and some of the most renowned personalities lie here, such as Mordecai Meisel and Rabbi David Oppenheim. So many people have wanted to be buried here that there actually seems to be a lack of space. None of the older tombs have been moved, since that would be forbidden in the Jewish religion, so they began stacking the tombs in layers. The most decorated tombstones here come from the 17th century. Jewish religion also forbids showing human forms in masonry, so it's quite different than what you might expect to see. Many claim this place to be haunted due to the concentration of prominent graves here. Number 9. St. Peter's Basilica. You probably heard of St. Peter's Basilica located in the Vatican City, but since the end of the 17th century, it's been one of the most exclusive burial grounds in the world, housing only the remains of former popes. Elaborate Tuscan marble sculptures can be spotted here, as well as Francesco Messina's amazing works. It's possibly the holiest place someone of the Catholic faith could be buried, and it certainly houses some wonderful pieces of artwork. The tomb of the Pope Alexander VII you see here was sculpted by Pietro Bracci and is available to visit for the public. Many great minds of the Renaissance contributed in making this basilica into a place with museum-quality masterpieces. Number 8. Hollywood Forever. One of the most unique cemeteries in the world is located in Santa Monica, California, and contains the resting places for many Hollywood celebrities, especially during the early years of film. There are more tombs of Hollywood stars and celebrities here than anywhere else in the world. This was originally founded in 1899 near Paramount Studios. It's listed as a National Register of Historic Sites and is a tourist attraction to those who want to pay homage to their favorite personalities. Many notable residents include Douglas Fairbanks Jr. and Sr., Charlie Chaplin, Mel Blanc from the Warner Brothers cartoons, and one of the more visited, Johnny Ramone. Number 7. Arlington National Cemetery. Located in Arlington, Virginia, this cemetery is found right across the Potomac River from our nation's capital and only houses the remains of soldiers from our nation's conflicts since the Civil War. Approximately 400,000 graves make up one of the biggest cemeteries in the country, and in 1995, it actually expanded, causing some controversy. Notable figures in American history, such as the tomb of George S. Patton, one of our most famous generals, is located here, as well as John F. Kennedy. This is also home to the Tomb of the Unknown, where Americans can honor those who were never identified during the heat of combat. The cemetery is noted for its use of white marble burial markers that give it a serene glow. Number 6. Mount of Olives, Jerusalem. Located in the heart of the Holy Land, you won't find any olives here. This prominent burial ground is located on the eastern side of Old Jerusalem that actually dates back to biblical times and is still in operation. This location is a reported tomb of King David's son, Absalom. It's an extremely important area, especially to the Jewish population, considering how close it is to the sacred Wailing Wall. It holds approximately 150,000 graves. It has unfortunately been the target of Arab vandalism, and in 2010, an international watch committee was sent to secure it. Christians and Muslims also find this stretch of land to be holy, and have tomb sites here as well. However, mainly Jews have wanted this to be their final resting place, because this mount is believed to be the location where the Messiah will return and resurrect the dead. Number 5. The Kremlin Wall. Burials began taking place at the Kremlin Wall since November 1917, when victims of the Red October Revolution were buried here. Only Russia's most notable figures can rest here, people like cosmonauts, military leaders, politicians, and scientists. Most of the tombs are made of granite like we see here, with the tombs of Joseph Stalin and to the left, Suslov, the former secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. It's here where you'll find Lenin's mausoleum and his corpse, still preserved inside. People often think it's a wax figure of him, but scientists actually work pretty hard maintaining his body and keeping it from becoming decomposed. Many people don't agree with this monument to him and the entire necropolis. They feel like it's just another creepy reminder of the dark communist era. Do you think this should stay here forever after the fall of the Soviet Union? Number 4. Lafayette Cemetery, New Orleans. The South, and New Orleans in particular, is known for its unique above-ground tombs. Due to the high amounts of water in the soil, the tombs need to be built above ground to prevent flooding. The Lafayette Cemetery in New Orleans is the most filmed cemetery here due to its unique, mysterious setting. It includes prominent tombs of Confederate Civil War heroes like Brigadier General Harry T. Hayes. It was originally built in 1833, and you'll find many shared crypts of organizations such as the Jefferson Fire Company No. 22. Wealthier tombs are made from white marble, while others are made of bricks. This place gets the name of the City of the Dead, and was even featured on the show Vampire Diaries. It also seems like the perfect setting for some witchcraft or voodoo. Number 3. The Pantheon, Paris. This tourist attraction in the Latin Quarter of Paris contains the crypts of some of France's most notable characters, especially from the French Revolution. Some claim the architecture of this monument is completely flawless. It was originally built as a church, but displays neoclassical architecture, which was inspired by ancient Roman architecture. This mausoleum houses over 100 remains of prominent figures. Famous residents include Voltaire, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Victor Hugo, Louis Braille, and Marie Curie. For a long period of time, no women were placed here. This was until Marcelin Berthelot was married to his wife Sophie. Another creepy thing about this place is the fact that the urns here don't contain ashes, only the remains of people's hearts. Strange but true. Number 2. Lincoln Tomb, the final resting place of the man on the $5 bill, Abraham Lincoln, as well as his wife Mary Todd, is found at Oak Ridge Cemetery in Springfield, Illinois. This monument actually took 6 years to build, and is marked with a 117-foot granite obelisk. After Abraham was infamously assassinated in April of 1865, his remains were relocated to his home state of Illinois to spend eternity. In 1876, 2 grave robbers attempted to snatch Mr. Lincoln's body and hold it for ransom, but it turns out they were inexperienced and attempted to hire a known grave robber to pull off the heist. Abraham's 500-pound coffin seal was too heavy to lift, and the guy they tried to hire was actually an informant for the police. Needless to say, they got busted. The tomb contains a few statues of Lincoln, as well as cavalry and infantry that you see here. And number 1, Dôme des Invalides. In addition to the Pantheon and Père Lachaise Cemetery, which we mentioned in our Haunted Places to Avoid video, the tomb of the former French Emperor Napoleon is quite impressive. It almost seems too big for this infamously short guy. Located at the Hôtel des Invalides, the dome his remains are under was actually originally built as a royal chapel that nearly took 30 years to construct. After the Revolution, the French turned the area into a hospital for injured soldiers. An immense excavation took place underneath the grounds of the chapel once Napoleon's remains were returned from St. Helena Island in 1821. 8 of his greatest battle victories are inscribed in the marble beneath him. His sarcophagus contains allegedly 6 different caskets, and each one is made of different material. This includes ebony, oak, and tin. It's still a mystery exactly what's inside the large tomb, however.